Hello, YouTube. Today I'll be trying out the video game known as Assetto Corsa Rally. Now this is a new release that just released today, and I will be hopping on the train, as is everybody else, to get those extra 10 views on my mega massive YouTube channel. So just some thoughts about the game. Let's go into our first free practice and see what the video game is all about. I'm going to be driving the Rally 037 Evoluzione. Ooh! And we'll be driving probably a gravel stage. I mean, I really do enjoy gravel stages, so yeah. Let's see how we do. Pretty fast car. I'll be doing 900 no assist, 900 degrees of steering. I do think that these cars might have had 1080 degrees of steering, but I'm not sure because some of them did, some of them didn't, and I'm too lazy to research, so I'll do 900 because it's easier than 1080. Not that marginally, but yeah, I guess. Let's drive to our stage and let's see. Look at that. I feel like they cut out some of the low frequencies in the car. It feels very high end. It feels like it's a low pass filter or high pass. I don't know which one makes it. So you can only hear high end frequencies. This is a kind of a hard car to drive, as you can see. I'm not making good for myself, but I do feel like this game is closer to Richard Burton's Rally than it is to EA Sports. It feels, I'd even say it feels very similar, and I'm quite happy about that, because I mean, I mostly, whenever I do Rally, I only play Richard Burton's Rally. About this game, the Force UV deck is actually really nice. You can really feel the rocks on the stage, and especially when you go by the place that has a lot of rocks, it's yeah, very nice to drive. I am kind of focused. The car is very hard to drive. I'm kind of not even listening to the bass notes, but I do not even need to listen to the bass notes these Group B cars, because especially the rear-wheel drive ones, they're so slow in these tricky corners. You kind of, oh, you see, you can actually just kind of react to what's coming up next, you know, because you're not going that fast in these corners. These cars aren't really, you know, that highly developed. They didn't even have that much time to develop because of the regulation changes early on, you know, because of the big safety features and all that. It is quite sad, because it felt like that's when the most manufacturers wanted to invest a lot of their money in Rally, but it was overall good for the sport for Group B to not exist, if we are being entirely honest. But because all the cars, oh my goodness, I hit a bump. But because all the cars have a really funny aero, because they didn't know anything about what aero does, they looked really cool, and I think that like attracted a lot of the mainstream audience to Group B, I guess. But I do think the golden age was Group A, especially popularity-wise, because I mean, even here I live in Montenegro, people know those Group A cars, you know. Like here, I remember I was talking to the Seel climb driver, old head, you know, like 70 years old, and I was wearing a Subaru jacket, and he was like, oh, you know, I love your jacket, that car was really good, blah blah blah, you know, and the people know a lot more about Group A, at least here, than about Group B, so I guess I might be a little biased. The car feels awesome. I can't lie, it feels very close to RBR. Well, I never drove a rally car in real life, so I wouldn't know, especially not the Group B one, so I wouldn't know exactly how it you know, worked and all that stuff, and I don't have the documentation. I'm not worker B, you know, with all the documentation, so that I can, you know, show off that I actually had this kind of differential and that kind of. I'm not too familiar with it, but as you can see, I'm crashing instantaneously. But the car feels good to drive. Feels very balanced, probably because of its really long, you know, wheelbase. It feels very awesome to drive, and looks awesome. I mean, you can't lie about that if I'm being honest. Look at that. I was being a little cautious, I can't even lie, but that kind of represents the old Group P drivers and how they had to drive. They did have to drive really cautiously. They did have to drive pretty cautiously because of, you know, how the cars were made. Well, you can see right here, I'm pretty much an idiot driving these cars, but yeah, they did have to drive pretty cautiously, and that in turn made them slower. You know, no matter how fast the myths about the Quattro are, because there's really no evidence of any statement regarding Walter roll or anything. The cars could not be driven fast because they were they're made out of paper. They would like literally disintegrate upon anything. And that's why when you see a lot of the footage, especially in Finland, like compared to Rally 1 cars now, I mean, you got Color Ampere breaking the average speed, the top average speed, or what was it? Yeah. I mean, that's dope as hell, because those cars, like, they can like really take the damage. I mean, they can go so fast because you don't have to be safe with them at all, unlike these cars where you're constantly fighting for your life, which if I'm being honest, I prefer driving these cars because I like that technicality aspect of it. Yeah, I'm using a sequential shifter for this because I can't even lie, I'm a bit annoyed to set up the H shifter because I don't have a separate clamp for it. I'm a bit of a cheapskate, so I have to like switch it over. But yeah, feels really good to drive. What can I say? Really lovely. Let's go on to a more modern car, so we can see how a more modern car would drive, and then at the end I'll give some of my thoughts on the game, which of course I am no like authority to give, but what's one more positive review, you know? Let's ooh, got a penalty. See, don't let me drive these cars.
3, 2, 1, go, full right, into 3 left.
Let's see if I can get a good time.
3 right, very long, opens, and
I'm just
tight
gonna...
straight.
Oh my goodness! Yep, really good time, I think.
50, 5 left. And 5 right, 200.
I'm gonna shut up right now, just gonna drive. Let's get this.
Caution, hairpin left.
I am garbage.
300. Brake, hairpin right. Right, don't cut, 150. 5 right, don't cut.
Oh my goodness! I am garbage, but yeah. Right now I'm not doing the best, but you know, I just wanted to show you guys my kind of first ideas of the game. Yeah, and I think we're gonna end it here with this. It does feel like a good car, but sadly I don't know how to drive it. Even though I said I'm most familiar with it, you know, not everybody's the best. But yeah, Absolutely beautiful game. I really do enjoy it, and oh my god, the graphics they are probably the best graphics I've seen in a motorsport game, period. Like, as you can see, beautiful crash, like majestic crash even. Definitely one of the more beautiful games. I'll go over some thoughts really quickly. I do think that the game itself, I guess they're gonna need to be less ambitious in their ideas, because for them to do something such as every stage is gonna be laser scanned, it's just gonna delay a lot of the projects, and it's gonna make it unfun for the community. I think maybe what they could do is, with each stage they laser scan, they do like 4 more that are just custom made, because I would like there to be more stages, even though the quality can be lower. The reason why is because games like these, rally games that have a low amount of stages, like Dirt Rally 2.0, it's just gonna be guys who are gonna keep time trialing basically these stages, and they're going to know them perfectly, and it really sort of loses its value then as a rally game, and then just becomes a hill climb game with rally cars. But yeah, like the game itself, it has a ton of potential and it is beautiful right now, and I really would like them to add to focus on that multiplayer aspect, because we want leagues, we want hosting. I'm generalizing, but you'd want leagues, you want you know, people to host their own rallies, championships. You'd probably want a co-driver mode as well, and it could be interesting if there was some kind of more professional co-driver, how do you say, like attachment to the game, where, for example, if I want my friend to co-drive me, they could enter and we could be in the same championship, while, for example, I'm driving or he's driving and I'm co-driving, and we could do recce's and stuff like that, and that does seem interesting. But of course, that's all concepts, and I don't know if they're going to do anything like that. It's there could be a lot of work for, and people might not enjoy it as much. But yeah, beautiful game, beautiful. I mean, it looks, the suspension system, I mean, it looks so beautiful. I can't even lie. As you can see right there, beautiful crash. But yeah, overall, my thoughts, I do believe the game is going to succeed. It's going to succeed as much as a rally game can succeed during the era where rally is least popular. People are really liking it, and I really do hope that developers continue developing the game, and yeah. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in 7 months when I make a new video about the fall of the Roman Empire. Goodbye. To finish this off, the game is flawed. With the RPM lights not flashing, the Lithuanian flag being upside down, the lack of stages, and knowing the Kunos promises, this is not going to finish in 18 months. But the game's physics and potential is insane. Of course, it is an early access release, and those small flaws will most likely get changed. Finally, we have a replay mode in a modern WRC game with multiple cameras that are actually satisfactory. The game has a lovely feel of speed, and in general the camera works on both replay and the camera worked on both replay and the game is perfect to me. I love the little details with the grass shaking as you move past it, the people running off and on the road, the dirt particles being kicked up by the tires. But the greatest strength this game has it's the graphical fidelity. I mean, really, the game is absolutely stunning. The road is super detailed, and hopefully in the future will represent the physics, like puddles forming on the inside of a corner and such. The amount of graphical detail on the stage road should represent the physics. The biggest flaw is not being able to remove the UI, at least I haven't found the option to. And my final thoughts, if I'm being honest, I'll rate this game from an early access point of view, and not that of a full release, because at the end of the day, it's like basically first version of the early access, so I guess it wouldn't be fair. In that bubble, this game gives me a solid 7 out of 10. It would be a 9 if there was multiplayer immediately, some form of multiplayer where you could have fun with your friends immediately. But yeah, beautiful game. It's only $20, like, get it. Support the devs. I mean, we need to support this project. We need to show Kunos, we need to show the new studio, which I forgot the name of, I apologize. We need to show them that people want a rally game. We need to show the world that we want a rally game. The rally games are not dead. The rally isn't dead,
And sadly, I hate early access, and I hate supporting early access because it feels like basically stealing from me. But it's kind of like it's the devil's on my shoulder, and you have to kind of support these early access games, especially with something like this. I really do want this to succeed. I want this to become something bigger, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye bye.